Welcome.
Bienvenidos, bienvenidas.
Willkommen.
Ahla wa sahla to breakfast together.
Günaydın.
God morgen och god påska.
Καλό Πάσχα.
Καλημέρα, καλό Πάσχα. Γιατί λέμε καλό Πάσχα, δεν ξέρω.
Κυριακή των Βαΐων δεν είναι σήμερα. Oh, sorry. It's Palm Sunday, I think, today, actually.
Yes. No, Telemachos, that's in the future. So,
Sorry. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, Palm Sunday and Easter is coming or have already passed.
I can foresee a lot of food, a lot of eating, a lot of meat, a lot of good, nice Greek food for me, at least. I don't know for the rest.
Are you going
What's
to
your
Greece?
plans? Yep. Going to Greece for, I think it's a tradition. I think once only in Corona. I haven't been to Greece because of Corona. I couldn't go. But I think every year since I've been living in Berlin for the last 7 years, I tried to go even for 4 or 3 days just for the Eastern and the big how do you call this in English? Like the big week or the Semana Santa.
The Holy Week.
The Holy
Semana,
Week.
yeah.
Holy
Semana-
Week, yeah,
Semana
good
Santa.
week or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The disclaimer, we are discussing Easter, and since we're recording prior to Easter, you listeners are going to listen to it when the Easter is already over. But yes, we are
Really?
actually going
Okay, I
to
thought
be...
we were doing it the Eastern day.
So yes, we're going to tell you a lot what we do in Easter, but you're going to hear it when it was already celebrated. So yeah, feel free to comment on how it was for you. So yeah, we're all going home, I guess. Irena, are you going to celebrate with your mom?
No, my mom is in Ukraine now because of some unfortunate circumstances. So first time actually also in quite some time that I'm going to be celebrating it all alone. And also, all my
Wow.
friends, of course,
Wow.
have traveled, which is quite common in Norway. So, yeah, I'm like looking forward. I mean, like, not really. It's not like a big deal in general. It neither was a big deal for me, but like, I don't know. I felt like these days I'm kind of like, and the city already looks so empty, and the people here are
Is
already
that
like
because
gone.
people go to like smaller towns or how like why?
People go home, right? And
Yeah.
because of the home office after Corona, like it has become more common that maybe they will work on Monday or Tuesday, but from their own homes. The most common thing to do here in Norway is definitely to go skiing. So this is like
For
a typical.
Easter?
Really?
Turista.
Yeah,
Easter
Okay.
skiing.
yeah.
How
This is
interesting.
the number one tradition. So they
Wow.
go obviously to the mountains and to the cabins and they ski. So what else do we have? We have, of course, like the eggs and the rabbits and stuff. It's not so common to color the eggs, but like in general they have it. And one very curious tradition about Easter in Norway is that they love reading crime novels for Easter.
Read what?
This is like crime novels. It is
A
super
crime novel.
random. Yeah,
Okay.
That is so
but
unusual.
it's called in Norwegian påskekrim. So every Easter, the writers who write that kind of literature, they publish something else, and like a lot of Norwegians love about reading about murder and mysteries during the Easter. And like, if I think why, right? Maybe it's because they go to the cabin. Then it's like no internet, like no phone, no nothing in some
Okay,
cabins. Maybe
yeah.
like a little
Easy
bit
to make a
boring.
crime
Yeah,
committed.
I don't know. I think it is like a special and strange tradition at the same time. And yeah, just like Eastern candies and things like this. It's like people get it's quite chill. And also the best thing about Easter is of course the days off because we have quite a lot of them.
That's a
Right.
great mention because I was just about to ask to establish some common grounds for all of us because we're definitely
Yeah.
spending in different areas and we come from different areas. I'm also going back home, but let's start from the basics. How many days off we actually get in the places where we are? Because I think that's also different. So, how many days in Norway do people get for Easter?
Thursday, Friday, and Monday, and also on
Wow.
Wednesday I will work until 12. In the
Wow.
afternoon. So
That
cannot
is very
complain.
generous.
Yeah. Cannot
Very
complain. This is
generous.
why people travel, right?
That's
Right.
why
Because
they're going skiing. You have time.
yeah.
How
And
about
also people.
Greece?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if they take for sure the second day after the Easter Sunday. That is for sure like
Easter
a
Monday, yeah.
Monday.
Easter
Monday is
Monday.
usually
I think
the
like
But I'm not sure about Friday because we in Germany we take the Friday, we have a Friday off. But in Greece, I'm not quite sure. I have been,
but not
yeah.
Thursday.
No, for sure
no, no,
no.
no. Greece doesn't have many
Yes.
holidays
Not
actually.
even a Friday. I think it's like a day off actually.
Same in Poland. We only get Monday,
No.
and those are 3 days. So we have literally the weekend, so Saturday, Sunday, and then we get
Yeah.
Monday, which has a special tradition because I think it's only in the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Poland, and especially Poland, where we celebrate Śmigus Dingus in Poland.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
I know,
like
sounds
an
Dingus
funny, and
airport
it's
celebrate.
movie.
Schmigus, everybody repeat Schmigus Dingus Schmigus.
Smingus
Yeah,
dingus.
actually, it's pretty fun tradition because it's the time where people, unknown people, strangers, just pour water at each other. The tradition comes, if I'm not mistaken, from some pagan roots, and it used to be a very popular practice in the villages where males, some boys would be pouring water on the girls they liked, but they didn't necessarily know. But they would pour the water, and this is how the girl would find out that the guy likes her. Now it kind of
This is
turned into
before
a
Tinder.
situation.
Yeah.
Yes,
Before Tinder
way
days.
before. And now the situation turned into like, you can. I literally had this myself. I was a student. I lived in the dorm, so I didn't have anyone to celebrate with. I didn't go home. I don't remember why. So I was walking to meet my friends on that Monday from the uni. And I was just walking along on the street, and then some of the guys noticed me, and I saw them having like 2 liters of
Oh.
like water bottles, and I was like, "Oh
She
my
was
god!"
like,
And they
nah,
started
nah.
chasing me, and they poured all that water on me. It was actually cold because Poland is not always warm
Oh
during
my god.
Easter, so it was quite an experience. So if you are on Monday, Easter Monday in Poland, and you get wet, don't be surprised. A stranger can actually
Okay.
pour some water on you.
It's a compliment. It's a
Yeah,
compliment.
good to go. Yeah, it's a
This
good
is like
to
the
thank you.
holy holiday in India. Only there is the colors, the paint, and it's kind of fun. And there is just like cold
Sure.
water, cold shower.
It's especially nice for kids, but adults, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not sure. But yeah, it was fun.
So
yeah.
apart from this like tradition, do you have also some? I guess it's like Easter around the world is like more. It's celebrated like it's more like a religious celebration, like filled
Sure.
with spirituality or traditions that each country do. So I guess more or less, it's might be similar. But do you have like something that is like
Like uniquely Polish, you mean?
yeah, yeah. I'm talking about Poland in this case. Yeah, like asking for Poland.
Yeah, I mean, Poland is still, in my observation, is less commercial than I see it elsewhere. It's very much based on home preparation of food and a lot on painting the eggs. And
Yeah.
I haven't really
Which
noticed
I
as
guess it's red,
much.
right? The eggs or no?
Not only red, we use
Oh,
different methods, and actually there's a lot of
Hmm.
competition how
so-
people are painting eggs. There are a lot of like different workshops. They use different methods with the needle and the wax, with the onion scrapes, with there is a lot of different sort of old school traditional methods. But the idea is that it's not really the celebration where, for example, we never go skiing. I mean, never, it never is a big word, but I'm just saying that the traditionally people do not really leave their hometown or the place where they're from. It is the moment, second time in the year, because first is the Christmas, and the second the other one is the Easter, where the whole family kind of gets together, and it's more of a family celebration than anything
Mm.
else. So it's, yes, people sometimes get their backpack and go for some holiday, but it's more in a tradition to get together at the table. And yes, there's a lot of making food together. A very Polish thing is to paint eggs together in the family, but also to, for example, cook mazurki. And this is, guys, literally something I absolutely love. I love making mazurki because I
Is
am
that what
not
you're
really
gonna
good
do
at.
now?
Yes, I actually make mazurki every
Okay.
year. I do prefer Easter over Christmas, and
Hmm.
not because of the religious reason, since Easter is in Christianity, as they were saying, more important than Christmas because it is the confirmation of the God's nature in Jesus, right? He resurrected, so hence it's very kind of serious thing. But for me personally, Exactly. For me personally, it's just, it's spring. There's this new energy. The weather is, if it's not perfect,
Mhm.
it's always about the corner to be nice. It's always about the
N-
flowers, some kind of
Yeah.
first sun.
Nature is
It's also my mom's
awakening.
Yeah, it's also my mom's birthday, actually the same day as you, Dimi, prior to Easter or somewhere around that time. So I really enjoyed that time. And Mazurki. I just need to tell you
Mhm.
guys about
Mazur.
Mazurki. If you ever go to Poland for Easter, make sure that whoever you're visiting is going to get you exposed to Mazurki. It's a quite simple dough that is
Uh-huh.
very heavily decorated
Hmm.
with liquor. So it's like a water with sugar and a lot of nuts and different dry fruit. That's a traditional recipe.
Hmm.
I have a twist of coconut and lemon curd, which is absolutely great,
Mm.
and a
Wow.
raspberry and pistachio cream. It's
Oof.
so good.
That's
Stop it,
wow.
Asia.
Food porn.
Yeah,
Can you send us like
exactly.
some of this to Mazur? You said you call it Mazurki.
Mazurki, yeah, mazurek.
Mazurki. Can you send us like maybe to Berlin or to Greece, like some of these,
I think you have to come for
just
Poland.
Some
I think you
deliveries.
have to come to
or
Poland for this.
bring with you in Czech Republic when we're gonna go for
But
the
I
holiday.
also know that you have a tradition before Easter, which also many countries have, and in Poland it is Fat Thursday, right? Where
Fat
Of
you,
course.
Thursday.
Fat Thursday.
yeah,
Yes, very very nicely
Love
said,
the name.
Irena. At first day when it's before the Lent starts, so before the whole fasting period. It's actually equivalent of Pancake Tuesday, and we have
Of what?
uh,
Sorry.
Pancake Tuesday. It's right before the Ash Wednesday. Don't
Do
worry, guys;
you
these are
call
all
many?
religious terms.
Do you call many days by like names of food or something?
Yeah, I mean, they're just, yeah. I mean, people turned it into
Pancake
something more
Tuesday.
exciting than
Love it.
just going to church, I guess. But yeah, we have this Thursday where we just eat. I think people eat 6 donuts on average per person that day.
Okay.
On average, so you
Weird.
can cooperate with your friends and family
Right? I
if they don't
mean,
want
it's
to eat
pretty
any
impressive.
donuts.
Millions of donuts in one day. It's absolutely crazy. And yeah,
hence Fat Thursday.
Yeah,
exactly.
makes
But
sense. Makes sense.
how about Greece? I mean,
Love
what are
it.
you guys gonna do? Do you have anything like mazurek, maybe like pure Greek that you make, or I don't know, any other tradition besides
Mazuriakos.
I,
Mhm.
mazuriakos?
I think something similar. We have the chureki, but I think it's kind of similar. I'm not quite sure actually how mazurek looks like or how it is. So you
Mhm.
It's
have to
like a
send us something.
rectangular, yeah, rectangular
No, but
dough of a tart.
Tureki
You
is
have
very
to.
Cake.
simplistic, I would say. It's kind of like brioche, like this kind of
Yeah,
like sweet bread.
Oh,
But
yeah,
we have Christopsom also in Easter, right?
which is similar to chureki or
I think it's
not?
a
Or
tsureki,
no?
but like it has like a kind of like decoration in like the shape of a cross on it, and you put a
Could
red egg
be.
in the middle usually.
Yeah, I know. Like we normally do like chureki, that is like a kind of a sweet bread, and we normally you can find it in across Greek like pastry shops all around the year, I think. But it's normally during Christmas. At least my family, like they are preparing in the Holy
Christmas
Wednesday.
or Easter?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, we're talking about Easter, not Christmas. Correct. So it's like in the Holy Wednesday, I think they start preparing this. The same day, more or less, I think, when we do the eggs. And I ask you about the eggs because the tradition says that should be red eggs because of
Hmm.
the resurrection or the blood of Christ.
The blood of Christ, yeah.
Yeah,
oh, makes sense.
uh,
Makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
We
But
don't
normally,
have that
yeah.
tradition. Hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in Ukraine we don't have that tradition. It can be any
Okay.
color actually.
I think it's a
Um,
Greek one, but we also do like the egg fight.
Yes.
yeah, we do that too,
Oh
right? The one,
yeah, is that the two
yeah,
eggs together in the
Yes,
Yeah.
same?
yeah,
Yeah.
where you're
we
like
Yeah,
did
we do
tackling
that.
have
like
that too.
everyone picks an egg, like a red egg from the basket, and
Uh huh.
you just say like you
It's
go to like
cracking. Like try to crack
yeah, you're like tackling
Yeah,
the
yeah,
egg,
yeah.
and you say like like Christos Anesti, and
yes.
like Christ has risen, and the person says Alithos Anesti, indeed, truly, he has risen, and then you
Yes.
hit the eggs, and
As a
like
confirmation.
and then you say like turn the butt, like you turn the egg on its butt, and then you do like the butt, and then the one who has an egg that is uncracked, by the
Yeah,
end, like
it's the
wins
one that
surprise or
That's
wins.
something.
Yeah.
when, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like there was some jokes in the past, like jokes like people like try to trick that, and they were like making like getting. I remember like my uncle was always like bringing one of like a wooden egg and
Oh,
trying try to
No.
win. I was
cheeky.
like yeah, and then we like realized it, and it was like fun, making fun, like these kind of things. But
Come on,
it's
uncle.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a funny
Guys,
thing.
speaking of which, what is the exact the Jesus has risen in Greek? And let's just go through how it is in different languages because I feel like it's kind of similar but also super different. Because
It's what
you
Dilemma mentioned is like Christos Anesti,
yeah,
like Christ is
so you
rising.
say Christonesti and then the response is
Responses, there are two. So the simple one is alithos anesti. Alithos means like truly, and
True.
anesti is like a reason, which by the way is the same root as the name Anastasia. It means the one who has risen.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly, the
Um,
resurrected.
exactly,
exactly.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
resurrected.
I
Yeah.
have to
Yes.
say a story about this. I traveled to Greece in I think 2022 with a friend who is also called Anastasia, and we had a guide in Rhodes. He was a very nice guide, but his English was quite bad, and he was like, Anastasia, that is a Greek name. It means higher and more higher. So this is now you know. And also, I don't know if you know, Asa, but there is a male version of your name in Greece as well.
Anastasius, yes, of course.
Yes, which is
We're
Anastasia.
also
we're good friends with that part of me as well.
yeah,
If you know what I mean.
yeah.
But
But
how about Ukrainian, Irena? How is that?
yeah, Christos воскрес, yeah, just like in Russian, and
Воистину
воистину
воскресе.
and the
Mhm,
same
mhm.
in Serbian, Christos воскресе,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then other languages is mostly just like guposke. In Norwegian, for example, in Arabic they say Masih qam, so the same, the Christ has risen, and bilhaq qam, like indeed he has, is
Oh, I
Mm,
see.
okay.
Check
yeah.
out the Polish version, guys. It's pretty cool. Chrystus zmartwychwstał.
Zmartwychwstał.
Naprawdę zmartwychwstał. So good luck
Okay,
with that
you
one.
have to specify that he has risen from the dead.
I
Okay.
mean, exactly. Zmartwychwstał is like risen from the dead. But
Uh-huh.
that's one word. It's one word. So yeah.
Ah, it's like
Wow.
Christos Anesti Nikron. It's funny because
Yeah.
we actually have like the Easter prayer, and it actually starts with exactly this line, like Christ has risen from the dead, but we don't say the whole thing, so we just say
I
like
see.
the beginning.
We don't have the short version, which is very interesting, I feel like.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's you
Mhm.
like to like make it difficult for people to speak Polish.
Sure, of course. Yeah, I've heard it many, many times about Polish and lots of complaints because even though I do think Polish is quite like easy, I mean, for me as well, because of the background of Slavic languages, but when people see usually this amount of consonants that they
Yeah.
have to pronounce, they don't clock on that, for example, two consonants just mean one sound. So once you know what those two consonants mean, you don't really need to be so spooked. But there are a lot of words that are being written in such scary way. People are like, oh no no no, this is just too many zhib, 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 zhib," and
Yeah.
that's just
I mean,
finishes
it
the
is,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
actually, we have a bunch of other traditions we forgot to mention, Dimi.
Yeah,
Oh,
indeed. We have the actually we can start from I think from the let's say the I feel like the Eastern is like it starts on Monday and then slowly goes up. You have the resurrection, you have the Christ and the on the cross, then you have the resurrection. No, you have before that you have right, Christ like in Epitaphios, which is like the tomb of Christ, which is like the beginning, let's say for me, of the festivities of
Hmm.
Eastern. Which normally in Greece, what we do is like we have the tomb of Christ, and we go around, especially in my hometown, we go around. The town, and
is it
we
on
are like
Saturday, the night before
that's no
Sunday?
that's a Good Friday.
Yeah,
Oh, I
It's
see.
like
Yeah, Good Friday.
you have like a flower cover Christ tomb. I think that's how you can
you
call
have
it.
like
And
it's like what's it called, like not like not a sarcophagus, but like the
yes,
like where
Okay.
the body of Christ lies, and it's
yeah,
called the epitaph from
Uh-huh.
taphos, which means tomb,
epitaphios, which
and it
means like
basically makes like the round of
epitaphios.
the town.
Yeah,
Okay.
And you go around the town. Yeah, normally is in small towns. I don't know in the cities what they do, but they do something similar.
Same,
And then they have
depending on
like,
like your local church does the same thing around
yeah,
your, yeah.
and they do chanting, and you also have like candlelights. And then the next day is the resurrection day, is the Holy Saturday night, which, I mean, you can normally the festivity or the tradition starts in the night just before midnight, when you go to church and you hold a candle, which is called labada in Greek. And you go and you get the holy light that is
Hmm.
passed around from every person to the other person. And then is what Telemachos mentioned already, that we say when after midnight we say Christos Anesti, and you reply to Alithos Anesti or Alithos Ekirios.
Yeah.
And
And then
then we
people
have,
start eating.
yes, it's the beginning of the eating. So you eat the magiritsa, which is something that also like super typical in Greece. Like you gather in the family in a table, and you have the soup made from lamb and a different green. Sometimes they do also have other variations. And I think we mentioned that in another episode, I feel like, because I think I remember Telemachos, you were not kura bro. You were like team you were team Magiritza, or you were something else.
No,
I'm
in
not
this
remember.
case, I'm like the boring guy who eats like steak during Easter or
Okay.
something, because I don't like lamb so much, and I don't like magirica, and I don't like kokorezi. It's like I don't
Yeah.
like any of the Easter
Oh,
foods.
cocoretti, come on. You don't like intestines?
No.
So Telemachos, what do you normally do? Like in so you do like the Magiritza in the
So
night of Saturday, or
I mean, it's like the thing is that I think it depends if you're in Athens. It kind of depends how strong your connection is with like the provinces,
yeah,
because like if you have like some family like in your village, you go there. But for us, we don't have such a strong connection to the countryside, so we kind of like don't celebrate that much. We don't have like the typical festivities so much in my family,
yeah,
but it's like kind of like a family thing, like depends. So we don't really like, we just eat together like the family and everything. But I think the most typical thing is like with the lamb, right? Where you put like you have like the skewer with the lamb, like in like the garden of the place, and you have like one, two, three, I don't know how many lambs, and you're like roasting it around the fire, and people are like celebrating and drinking like around and everything. That's like the typical thing, I think.
That's so interesting because in Poland we have all those polished pork kielbasas, and there is no lamb whatsoever. But there is a
Yeah,
lot
But
of
in Norway, I
kielbasa.
think it's also lamb, but actually, I'm not quite sure. Like, I don't think that they have, like, apart from Eastern candy and the eggs, like, I don't think that they have anything typical. But yeah, I think like what you were saying, I think it's always like in the countryside they keep more traditions, right? Like it's kind
yeah.
of more fun in the
especially
countryside.
Easter, because Christmas, I mean, you celebrate it in the big cities even more, maybe because it's like a kind of also commercial kind of festivity. But in Easter, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's like a bit in Greece, it's like a very like countryside thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And one fun fact is that we didn't mention that the epitaph, like it ends after it does the whole round of the town. It ends up like in front of in the entrance of the church, and everyone has to do like kind of like the limbo under the epitaph.
Yeah.
So you have to go like under the epitaph and go
Wow.
into the church, and it's like kind of low. So you kind of like, it's like doing the
How
limbo in a
low
way.
can you go? How low can you go? I feel
Um,
bad.
and yeah, and you also like the other thing that depending on how religious your family is, on Easter Sunday they go like, for example, my parents are lazy and they just go like at the last 2 minutes for the resurrection, like to the church.
Right.
They just go with the labada, like the candle, and they get the holy light like just to get the holy light, and then they just like bring it home. And if you see like in Greece in a taxi or in the entrance of a house like a cross made out
That's
of
also nice.
ash,
Yep.
it's because usually when you get like the holy light, like
You
you
go.
want to like bless your car or your house or
Oh
whatever.
wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people like kind of like put the flame really close, so there's just some ash making a cross to kind of bless their car or their house.
Wow.
There is an Instagram reel like famous one about that, and people.
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine asked me like, "What is this kind of like cross thing?" And it's like a nice. Actually, the light thing I like it because it's, basically it's supposed to be a light from the Holy Sepulchre
Yeah.
in Jerusalem, and it
No,
flies.
in Bethlehem. No, wait, in Jerusalem. Yeah,
In Jerusalem, yeah.
Yeah,
but I
And it
yeah.
travels around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
like
Bethlehem is
it
Because
was
the
where
holy
Jesus was
light.
born.
guys, they boarded on a plane with presidential honors and
Yeah.
Right?
flies to Greece,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then supposedly from there it has to go to every single church in the country, and you have to get it from that thing. So it's kind of like everyone, and I like it because it's like a kind of sharing the light. So you
Yeah.
go there and you ask like
Hmm.
people like, hey, can you please give me some of your fire, and you kind
Right.
of like give it to other people.
Yeah.
And then if it blows out, you have to
It's
like
the
do
marathon.
it again. And
Yeah.
it's
That's
like
cool.
a
That's a
nice
nice
communal
tradition.
activity.
Yeah.
Like you talk to your neighbors a bit. It's like
Hmm.
it's one
I
of the
think
things I
it,
like about Easter.
I think it's Eastern in general as a tradition, or like as a religious tradition, is like you start, like you have the difficult times of Christ. I'm not a religion person, but I can tell from all traditions that you have the fall of Christ, and then you like resurrection, everything, and then it's happiness. As you said, like the
Yeah,
light.
yeah,
Then you have like the lamp that brings like like it's like a new life, and you have like this. So it's like kind of starts like a bit sad, and then gets everybody, like, you're gonna eat, you're gonna have festivities, you're gonna dance, you're gonna
yeah,
have
There
yeah.
nice
is hope
time.
for everyone.
Yes, exactly,
And I
exactly.
think Dimi as a DJ, you can feel it. Like it's you go
Yes,
low, then you go high. It's
exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
it's exactly like you do.
Anyway, we I think all are quite excited, and yes, despite obviously certain circumstances that not everybody is able to celebrate with family, for us, since we are talking and recording prior, I wish everybody happy Easter, just happy time, wherever that's going to be, whoever with this going to be. And for all the listeners, hopefully you've had nice Easter. Let us know where you celebrated. Did you had a chance to go home, or you just stayed around? And in general, I guess we will see you in the next episode.
Yep, and get ready for a lot of food, for the Greek at least people,
Fat
I would say.
Thursday or
Yeah.
Fat Week or
Yeah, yeah, fat
whatever fat day you
feast.
like.
Fat Easter.
Fat
Yeah. Thank you
Easter.
so much for listening, dear listeners. And beijinhos.
Beijinho.
Do time breakfast together.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye. Apiorus.
Happy Easter.
Bye, bye.
Ciao.